I welcome you all for this day 2 faculty development program on stress management, sponsored by AICTE at all and coordinated by Government College of Engineering, Tirunelveli. I would now like to invite Dr. A. Krishnaveni, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, to introduce the resource person of the day to us. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm pleased to introduce the resource person for the second day of FDP on stress management. She is Dr. Sherin Zafar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, School of Engineering Sciences and Technology, Jamia Hamdard University, New Delhi. She has got a decade of successful experience in teaching and research management. She specializes in wireless networks, soft computing, and network security, data visualization, design thinking, machine learning, and much more. She also has great profile in Scopus, Mendeley, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and Babylons. She has about half century of papers published in Scopus, SCI and peer-reviewed journals, and double century of papers reviewed. She is in the editorial board and is the editor-in-chief of many reputed and Scopus indexed journals. She has a published patent and one patent granted under her name. Co-principal investigator for FIST project of DST and principal investigator for completed project for Udant Bharat Abhiyan. Being a strong believer in the power of positive thinking in the workplace, Dr. Sherin regularly develops internships and career campaigns for students through Internsala and Epoch groups and guided huge number of graduates, postgraduate and PhD students. Dr. Sherin has been session chair for 7+ international conferences, keynote speaker, resource person for 50+ webinars, and FDPs for renowned institutions AICTE, STTP, and for AICT Atal FDP. Really, we are proud to be here as a resource person, ma'am. We are indeed glad to have here with us this day. Without further delay, I hand over the session to her. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, is my voice all audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good morning to everybody, all the participants, and I'll be thankful to Krishnaveni ma'am. And we were in touch, I think, from last 4 months when you were applying for Atal FDP.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
now we are here. And it's like a journey, ma'am, especially during the COVID. I'll be, ma'am, starting with a little interaction with the participants. Let's have an interactive session because I'm there for the whole day. Maybe the participants get a little bit bored, so let's have an interactive session. So
Okay.
a little bit talking about the journey I had during this around 2 years or 1.5 years. Actually, the COVID started in 2020, and I had this passion, ma'am, always in school and college to speak up. Like always, I wanted to go into journalism, and I had that passion of going. But as journey, we are now. I am now an engineer and going into that academic and so on. But I think the passion never goes. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes, ma'am.
so when those Atal FDPs and these online webinars started, I just had a single chance of giving a lecture on one of the topic, and that topic also started with COVID management technique, because the session was how to overcome the stress during the COVID and so on. And I think that first session had around 600 participants. And now, ma'am, this is my around, I think, 100 session. I think this one is my 100 session. And this 1 year and this 1 year beautiful journey has given me one of the most beautiful understanding that interaction is one of the best method of overcoming stress. It is one of the best method. So since we are here in this journey of stress management and talking about stress, and everybody has it. Now, if you are saying that a child who is born, I think a person once comes out of the mother's womb, like a small child who's coming out of the mother's womb, his stress starts. And I think he's very, very safe inside that mother's womb. But when he comes out, this world has so many desires, so many passions, so many journeys, that stress comes. But I think, ma'am, the beautiful thing that stress has given us, that in the later stages, that when I think 10 years back, 15 years back, stress was a good point. Okay, because why stress was a good point? Because stress told us that we are in danger. Okay, so stress specified us that there is something unhappening to happen, and you have to curb it, and you have to reduce that particular power, and you have to overcome your capabilities in order to understand that there is something negative happening to you. But now what is happening nowadays, people are not able to overcome that stress, and that stress is coming and going into a very difficult situation called as depression. And nowadays we are seeing that lots of suicide cases, lots of unhappening situations, and lot of other things are happening. And that the main reason is that we are taking stress as a phenomena. Once we start taking stress as a positive phenomena, and once we overcome that stress by the power that God has given us, then we will see that this journey of stress is not a negative journey, but it will be a positive journey. So the thing is that, why I was telling, because we were at home in last year, the stress was there because many people have the stress of losing their jobs. Many people had the stress of not got bitten by that COVID-19 virus. Many people have had the stress because they were stuck somewhere. Their parents were in other places. So there were stresses. So I started reducing my stress by interacting with people, by giving some lectures. And the thing is that once it started, it was such a beautiful journey that I came to know so many people who had so many problems, that my problems started as very small. I thought that my problems are very small. My problems are like which can be easily curbed on. And when I heard about the problems that other people had, all my problems became very, very smaller. And I started to find solutions for other people. Maybe they were not able to adapt it, or maybe they will adapt in the later stages. But the thing is that the very most important thing is humanity. This COVID-19 told us that humanity and giving and doing some good for others is actually a very, very important stress reliever. I think, man, if you give a glass of water to somebody, that will be like you will be think that I have done something very important. If this comes into our mind, that helping someone, and that helping someone not only always on monetary, not always physically, but listening to someone patiently. Listening to someone patiently is also, because nowadays people don't have those patience. They don't want to listen to people, they don't want to interact with people, and we are into those societies, those closed societies, that we think about our family. Just a simple example, if there's a rainwater, we want to wash away our home, and we want that water to go out, and hundreds of people who are crossing the lane, they get muddy. So the thing is that we are not able to overcome that. There is a beautiful society, and we are part of that society, and doing something good will 100% reduce your stress. One more example, ma'am, I want to give is that one of our professors in our department, sir, had like he was a person who was healthy throughout his life, but he faced during that starting of that COVID-19 pandemic, he was diagnosed with blood cancer, and it was such sudden that like we were also because we were very connected to sir, one of the very close professors, and all the people who were connected to that person, they were also terrified. But I think the willpower, I think the ability to curb the problem and overcome it. And I think that the most important thing is that we nowadays say that if we have fever also we get terrified, but a person who is facing such a huge problem and whose whole body is like, when we say that we go for chemotherapy, we have a whole body paralyzed. We are like into a newborn because every cell
Dead.
is now reformed. Okay, so the most important thing is that the willpower. Even if you think that I am dying, if that situation is, that thought is coming into your mind, at least think that I'm alive for 2 minutes, I'm alive for 2 days, I'm alive for 2 years. So if you are alive for 2 seconds also, do something good. That's the most important thought. And I think if anybody thinks like that, there will be no stress, never ever again. So that's the most important thing. And as I told you, what was positive in the society, stress, now is coming negative because people think that they have to do everything for themselves. People now are thinking, and ma'am, people doesn't mean that I am not thinking. I am also the one who is thinking. But the thing is that we should always understand that yes, we should strive toward doing good for us, but we should never strive doing bad for others. That's the thing. That, for example, I am in the race, I will surely try that I will win. I will try my 100%, but I will never try that all the people who are running behind me, I will not make any strategy, I will not make any plan that they will fall. I getting this particular point, that it's very important that you give your 100% to win the race, but never ever try to make other people fall. If you are not trying to make other people fall, and many of the people say, ma'am, these are things that are not adaptable in the practical society. I don't think so, ma'am. I don't think so, because I am also there in this academic world. I think from past 15 years, I was in Infosys Hyderabad. I was in industry also. In every path of life, I have seen that do good for yourself. That is not a problem. And God has told you that do good for yourself, but never do bad for others. That's the most important thing. And that's the vice versa we are doing in the society. We are not doing good for ourselves. We are trying to make other people fall, because we think that our betterment can happen only if we make other people fall. And maybe for 1 year we think that we have done good, but the long term race, 100% surety I can tell you that it will come somewhere. And people say that it is fate, it is destiny. No, it is your own work. It is your own thing that you are doing that is coming into this particular specification. So now I think I have some interaction. Let's have, ma'am, little bit interaction with the audiences also. I think I have spoken a lot. I'll be going back with my PPT also. So can I have any of the participant? What is the major stress in your life that you face the most, in one word? And are they allowed to open their mics?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So participants, anybody, can we have anybody who can open their mic? And okay, yes, I think there is sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, madam, good morning. I'm Dr. Balamurugan. I'm
Yes,
an anesthetist by profession. I had a major
Yes,
stress when I was working in the COVID ward for the last 2 years. I had not had any stress like this before. I could see the patients normal, they die the next day. The next patients are.
I think, sir, your voice.
The other bed were psychologically upset whether the same scenario will come to them immediately next year or something like that. After I started my medical profession, where even
Yes.
we ourselves are getting depressed.
So I think, sir, the most important the thought that you told us is seeing other people I think you wanted to tell that how the people were suffering was causing you a little bit stress. Suffering of other people.
Yes, sure.
Yes, and I think, sir, this is not stress. This is humanity. This is humanity, and this is a very positive thing that you have in you, because as I told you that that nowadays people don't get stress when they are seeing other people in stress. But this is a one of the very positive attitude that you are getting stressed. And actually, if I get into the understanding, I don't want to comment on you, sir, but the thing is that we are a little bit more terrified that whether that thing cannot happen us. Okay, we normally think like if somebody like for example, when I go to some of the hospital, I normally think that I am very much like unhealthy, and I am the only person on the earth who has this particular problem. But actually, when I see other patients who are more problematic than me, I think that my problem is nothing. So if this is one of the most positive and most beautiful thinking of human being, most beautiful, because seeing other people in problem and thinking about that, thank God, I am not the person who is affected, but praying for them also, that hopefully they also get overcome, they also started feeling good, and talking to them, because many a time I have seen, and many a time that when we go and talk to a person regarding any kind of talk about his health, about his issues, about his problems, he normally cries, or he normally says something in about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then that reduces the stress of your also and that particular person also. So as sir told that he faced the stress because he was saying like because sir is, I think sir told that he's in the medical profession, so they were feeling the danger because they were most commonly being hurt of this pandemic, because they were actually in the war front, because that was actually the war front. And they were there because we were all very safe at home, thinking that we are like nothing can happen at our home. But those people were the real warriors who were actually in the war front. So I think, sir, that is a great salute to all the people actually who in the medical fraternity. Anybody else? Anything else you want to convey to me? Yes, sir, or ma'am. Anybody else? Any specific stress that you face early morning? Okay, Vinita ma'am tells that boss corruption. Okay. I think this is also very interesting. I think I want to tell to everybody that have cordial relations with boss, not very good and not very bad. Every time I always think that you cannot be friend with your boss, number one. Secondly, you don't never be enemy with your boss. Two things: don't be friend with your boss, don't be enemy with your boss. Just have cordial relations. And why I'm saying cordial relations, do your work sincerely. Like if you are appointed for 9 to 5, do your work till 9 to 5. Try to complete all your work till 9 to 5. 100% your abilities, your capabilities will never create any negative force, any negative workforce against you. But if you are a little bit lazy in doing your work, and you always say that no, my boss doesn't support me, so that is not a thing that even if your boss doesn't support you, and if you are doing your good for yourself, means you are working sincerely, working patiently, boss is not the person who's always the boss. Boss keeps on changing. Okay, so maybe there'll be another boss, maybe there'll be another person who will understand you. So the best important and the most important thing is like have cordial relations. Don't be enemies, don't be friends. That's the advice I want to give you. Yes. Anybody else? Anything important you want to share? We'll take the last word from any participants, and then I'll go with my PPT. Anybody? I think somebody wrote in the chat box also. Vinita ma'am says that expectation from other make you more. Expectations, yes. I think Vinay sir want to say expectations. And again, a solution for that is never keep expectations. For example, if you are, for example, if I want to say that, for example, my friend, if I have done something good for my friend, we say that leave it to God. Okay. If you want an expectation or you want some of the return from your friend, then the huge amount of return that God wants to give you will not come to your way. So if you are doing something good, don't expect that that person will give you 100% back. Rather than expect that 100% from God, 100% surety that you will get. If you will not get, your children will get. That's the most important thing. And I want to tell you, you feel more relaxed when you see your children paving the way towards success. So if something is not happening good for you, 100% I can tell you that those expectations and those answers and those solutions will come for your children, will come for your near and dear ones, for your loved ones. Then 100% you will say that I don't want and I don't expect anything from others. I expect everything from God.
Yes.
So that's one of the answer. I think we'll take one or more things. Vinita ma'am says, but he wanted me to do his work. He do not want to listen anything regarding work. He never give us any instruction. Okay. So ma'am, the solution, again, I want to tell you, Vinita ma'am, one of the best solution is do your work till 9 to 5. Okay. Till you are assigned for that time. Think that you are not working for boss. You are working, ma'am, in our in Urdu. In Urdu, we says rozi ko halal karna. One of the word is rozi. Rozi is your earning, and halal is something like which is good, like which is done in terms of one is haram and one is halal in us. In our Muslim community, we talk about this in Urdu word. So halal is something that you are working 9 to 5 and you are earning money for that. And haram is something that if you are not working according to your time hours and you want that everything or money is coming to you. So the thing is that if you are working, think that you are working for your employment, for your work, for your betterment. You are not doing anything special for the boss. Even if the person takes the credit, let him take. There will be a time when if you are working, if you are hardworking, if you are like a person who never gives up, so think that that positivity will 100% comes to your way one or the other day. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in 1 second or 1 hour or 1 year. Sometime it will come. And it will be much more fruitful than the time maybe if you have got that output at that particular time. So even if you think that your boss doesn't support you, think that once you go home, you have a fruitful family. Think that if you are with your friends, you have a fruitful environment. There will be something pleasant for you. Remember that. Every time everything is not unpleasant. Sometimes we make a particular mind that this thing is good or this thing is bad. It's important to understand that the most beautiful thought is overcoming your negative emotions. And for this, I think you can do an exercise. Diary writing is a very beautiful concept. Writing, if you are not able to express, write it. Maybe your positive emotions and also your negative emotions, so that you can come out of it. So we'll be having more of chat. Failure, success and failure, Rahul sir, I want to tell to you, are something that are of our own minds. Many a times we burden ourselves and we tell us, for example, I will tell to you that once I was in final BTech final, and HCL was the first company that visited our department, and I was the person who was in the final run, and I expected that I was almost selected, but when the list came, I was not selected in HCL Technologies. And it was like I thought that I had failed because I was a topper of the university. I always thought that if I am not selected, maybe what other people will think, what other students will think. So for me, that was a failure. But 2 days after Infosys Hyderabad, I was selected in Infosys Hyderabad 2 days after. And for me, losing HCL was not a failure. For me, losing HCL was a success because I was selected in Infosys. So understanding that there is a failure because that failure want to take you to the path of success. That's the journey that everybody needs to understand, that failure and success are for little bit time. Your own work, your hard work, your journey, your understanding is very, very important. We'll take those 2 words by Upasana, how to manage my work and family, because mostly I have health issues. I think that's an important, especially for women, because for them, the management of both the things is very, very important. I think for most important thing that you need to understand is find happiness in something. Okay, if you find happiness in one world, maybe your work or maybe your family. For example, some of the people have a lot of stress at home, so they try to find happiness at their work front.
Yes.
Many of the people have a lot of stress at their work front, so they try to find happiness at their home. So for that, the best possible solution for management is, I think, having 1 or 2 friends whom you can just speak up. Speak up. You can speak up anything. Number 1. If you don't have those friends, you can have maybe your husband. Make your husband or your mother or your sister, any one relation. I think any one relation everybody has, for whom you can just speak up. Speak up means say anything. That person will not take into the journey of negative.
Yes.
That person will not add up on anything. That person will not extract anything from it. 4th thing is hobby. I think that's a very important thing. As I told you, everybody, that you need to nurture your hobby. Anything. For example, if a person likes cooking, that can be a hobby, because I normally, when I started my journey, a journey of being a mother, also a journey of being a house, managing home, managing work. I started finding happiness in cooking. Okay, because I don't like to make rotis, that I don't like a lot. I like to make some good dishes, but for making those chapatis, I avoid. So, so for me, the happiness was making good dish, experimenting, and when somebody told that your dish is very tasty, so that is the happiness. Okay, so maybe not every day, Saturday, any Sunday, if you try to make something very interesting, something out of the box, something that your children like, because I think when a child comes and says, "Mummy, that dish was very yummy," that's the happiness. You don't want to get those praises from outside somebody, even if your son, your husband, your mother-in-law. And ma'am, I think getting those love from those relations, unexpected relation, because if I say that I am getting love from my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, remember I am adding that in-law in that. So that's again making friends with them. And remember, don't expect. In those relations, you can expect a lot of things from your mother, from your sister, but relations like mother-in-law, sister-in-law, just be very cordial, just be very relaxed with them. Very important, especially for the women, I want to tell you, because they have to manage many a thing. But on the vice versa, I think men have much more work, because they have to manage their wife also, they have to manage their mother also. For them, there also is a lot of stress, so we cannot go far away that men don't have stress. They also have stress. And and Upasana ma'am told that health issues. Ma'am, I think if there is some major, consultation with the doctor is very, very important. But you need to understand if there is something which can be avoided, is like taking some medicines, like I think homeopathy, doing yoga, some of the things that can be managed in daily work. Because I think taking medicines which can be like antibiotics or something like that, that can be a little bit more stressful. But taking a course of that and then shifting towards something like homeopathy, or I think Unani, or I think some yoga exercises, some medicines that can be natural, that can be very, very charismatic as compared to other medicines. And it's important to understand that have a healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle means avoiding something when we talk about those junk food, because junk food taking regularly can be very, very dangerous. So getting up in the morning, having that warm water, or having those fruits, I think although people say that, ma'am, it doesn't work for me, so try to find out try to find out food that work for you. It's very, very important that you need to find out exercises, you need to find out food that work for you. Okay, and then Ganesh sir, yes, I think it cannot be a bigger loss than losing your parents. But it's important to understand that we all are, like when we talk about that, we have to return. Once we have to return, everybody, not only our parents, we also have to return. Our this whole journey, this whole world has to return back to God once. This is the understanding you need to have. But it's very important that everybody will specify that the parents are our biggest strength. When we lose them, we have a huge loss. But it is important to understand what they have nurtured in you, what they wanted you to become. Try to nurture those particular things. For example, if your parent is not there, your parents are not there, and they wanted you to have a good lifestyle. Lifestyle means having cordial relations, for example, with your brother, or having cordial relations with your loved ones. So try to do that. You will feel that your parents are somewhere and they are very happy. So what the things parents have nurtured inside you, if you are taking those things inside your children, if you are taking those things inside the society, you will never feel the loss of your parents. Yes. Because I think parents are always there, even if they go, and if they are not with us, they have nurtured, they have inside us flourished so many good thoughts, so many good habits, that if you go on flourishing those good habits with other people of the society, with your own family members. And for me, ma'am, I think there was one of the movie which told us that doing hell for 3 people, I think that was a very good thought. For example, during this lockdown, I always thought we all have those extra mobiles at our home, extra laptops at our home. So if we can help to someone who doesn't have, so if we make that journey, helping 1 or 2 people nearby and they helping others, and this could be a real happy society. Because we during this pandemic saw that many of the people actually came forward, always blaming the government, always saying that government is not doing, and we are very happily sitting at our homes and saying we are very safe, could not be a solution. So coming out of your safe side and doing good for others is very important. So I think now I'll be go towards my PPT, and then we'll have more discussions with the participants. I think many of the, I think there's a lot of, okay. So can we come back to the questions at the later stages?
Okay, ma'am. Okay. At the end of the session, we can answer for this.
But ma'am, I think we can keep those questions in some place.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I'll copy it. Okay.
Yes. We'll be coming back, or what I'll do during the PPT only. We can have those discussions during the PPT.
Okay.
Because we want And I'm just closing my camera for a bit because maybe some bandwidth issues occurs. So starting with a beautiful quote, do it now or sometimes later will become never. So it's important that our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. I think this is the most specific thing that people face is they want to control their future. Don't control it. Just make it pass. Don't control. Never try to, because the major stresses that come to the society is when you are paving the way to control the future. Let's see a beautiful video and see how stress is happening in the society.
Stress is not an abstract concept. It is our body's physiological response to any kind of demand, a mechanism that evolved to help us survive. Say you're walking down the street and see a lion. How does your body respond? It immediately releases stress hormones that shut your non-vital functions in order to prime your body for fight or flight. Your brain turns off the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for rational thought. When you need to escape physical danger, primal instincts are more important. This mechanism is great if you need to escape from a lion, but not helpful for coping with modern-day stressors that don't put our lives in direct danger. While short-term stress boosts your resilience, chronic stress takes a toll on your health. In fact, chronic stress is so bad, it's estimated that 75 to 90% of all visits to primary care physicians are for stress-related problems. What kinds of chronic stress are we exposed to? According to Forbes, the average business professional has 30 to 100 projects on their plate. The World Health Organization has called stress the health epidemic of the 21st century, and a 2005 Princeton study reports that 75% of employees believe workers experience more on-the-job stress than a generation ago. These aren't the kind of stressors you can simply take a break from. So what can we do? Stress is a mechanism that evolved in response to physical danger, which means your body expects physical activity when this mechanism is triggered. Here are some practical tips in the short term. If you're experiencing acute emotional stress, take deep breaths as you strain and relax your muscles. Your body will think you're fighting and you'll feel better. If you're freaked out before a big presentation, lock yourself in the bathroom for a few minutes. It will trick your body into thinking you're safe. If you're overwhelmed from writing your thesis, take a walk or get a massage. Allow your body to focus on something physical so you can get back on track. If you got into an argument or are dealing with a work conflict, go to a boxing class or just hit a punching bag. Your brain will think you beat up your opponent and won. Want more tips? Check out our programs.
So these are the things we discussed, and I'll be coming back to the rapid fire. And because we had a discussion in the starting, so I'll be coming back during the end of the session, little bit rapid fire. We have more discussions. It's important to understand that stress management. So when we are talking about stress management, it's important to understand that you require certain steps, you require certain specification in order to regain your control. In order to, and why it's important to manage stress, and why it's important that your stress should be managed, because you need to understand that there is a emotional and physical equilibrium, and when you are taking that equilibrium at risk, you need to specify that for example, there are bills, they will be coming. There is your work, their work will be the same as it is there. You need to find some trick, You need to find some solutions. You need to understand a break between the family and the responsibilities. You need to understand that it's important to overcome those stresses in a beautiful way in order to specify that that equilibrium or that stress level doesn't goes higher. So the ultimate goal is specified is to make your life more healthier, more happier, more productive. And many of time we talk about balanced life. So that balanced life should be a life which is a life which has work, which has relationship, which has relaxation. And it's important to understand that experiment, as I told you, that some food will not be stress reliever for somebody, some exercise will not be a stress reliever for somebody. So finding the best thing for yourself is very, very important. So the tip number one that normally comes out is, firstly, identify the sources of stress in your life. Because as I told you that there will be different sources, different solutions, different stresses for different people. So you need to understand that, for example, any conflict, failure, frustration, your occupation related issues, your life changing scenarios, the most important thing you need to understand that a problem cannot be as big as it cannot be controlled. So you need to analyze it, you need to understand it, you need to specify those behaviors, you need to understand the complications, and you need to control it. First is the identification, very, very important, that what are the sources which are actually relating you or taking you to the stress. And when you need to understand that those particular sources are due to your habits, which can be a habit of talking. For example, normally we say that boss is not happy with us, and what we normally do is we sit in public places, and normally we have those some kind of negative thoughts. We normally don't talk very good, and then that talking not good goes to that boss. So especially in the official front, you need to understand that talking sensibly is very important. What is your habit? What are you blaming people for your issues, or are you blaming yourself? You need to understand that. So it's very, very important that your attitude, your habits, and your excuses needs to be highlighted first, then go and blame others. The second most important thing is understand those 4 A's. Those 4 A's of stress management, which are avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. Very important. Avoid, again, alter, adapt, and accept. If those 4 things come into your mind, are taken into consideration, those negative thoughts can be avoided. Those negative thoughts can be altered with the positive one. You can start adapting with the something bad which is happening with you, and you could accept that this is my world, I will change it to the betterment. So if those 4 A's come into your acceptance, come into your avoidance, come into your alteration, and come into your adaptation, your stress itself will be relieved at very, very high levels. Also, in order to specify that sometimes it's important to say no. This happens with me also, that when we are into a particular official front or in family front, we are not able to say no, because we say that this person will not feel good. It's important to understand that how good you yourself are feeling. If saying yes to a person take you to more stressful specification, take you to more stressful journeys, it's important or it's intelligent to say no rather than coming into the good books of other and saying yes. It's important to specify that your schedule, your responsibility, your daily task are being analyzed very, very efficiently. It's important to understand that something which is giving you stress should be overcome by something which is giving you happiness, and that can be twice as much. If you are for example, in your family front or in your office front, you are feeling those stress, just reverse the situation. Find something which is relieving your stress, and that can be done twice, that can be done thrice, to eliminate the problems that you are facing. Then, as I told you, altering the situation. It's very important to understand that whenever you are into the work front, whenever you are into the specification where you are feeling stress, stress is fine, but burnout, that when you specify that you are into the situation of burnout, that is very, very dangerous. So you need to understand that your feelings, your emotions, your exams, your roommate, your friends, anybody else, that could be a person who is causing you stress, or that could be a person who is not causing you stress. The situation need to be altered. The situation need to be less painful. So stress is fine. I always tell to you, stress is fine, but don't burn out. Don't go into the journey of that depression where you need to take medical advice. Avoid going into that particular situation. Adapt, very important. Reframe your standards, reframe your problems. As I told you, look into the big picture. Always don't be want to win the race, which is a shorter race. Try to find to build or try to win the race, which is a longer race. And that longer race can be win if you have that gratitude into it. I normally have that situation that I normally love to give gifts, and those giving of my gifts relieve my pressure, relieve my stress. That gift is not a gift of thousands of money, simply a chocolate. Taking your friend to have a Ruh Afza. Normally in the Hamdard, we have those Ruh Afza cafes in our campus. So I normally go with my friends. That Ruh Afza costs 10 or 15 rupees. So we have those Ruh Afza parties, and that is not sometimes a very lavish party, but normally not having a good day, going with your friend, having those Ruh Afzas, having those tank or having something liquid to take can reduce the stress level at a very, very specific proportions. So it's important that gratitude should be there into your understanding. Then accept. It's very, very important. You normally look into the picture of others. You say that that person is very happy, that person has lot of money, that person has a very happy family, he has a very good job. You are looking into the picture that is being shown to you. Maybe that person is not happy inside. Maybe that person has some other issues. Maybe he has some other matters. Don't judge a person. Don't judge your journey with that person. Try to accept the thing that you have. Try to accept the job that you have. Strive hard or flourish hard. Give your hard work to get a better job. You will get it. You will find it. But as I told you, that it's better to work for yourself than make for other people. Don't do that. Never do that, because that will not be the situation which will help you to overcome. And these are the situations, these are the things that need to be abided in order to have those specifications that forget are something people say, "Nah, these are only things to chant upon." No, I think these are the reality of life. Forgive, forget, understand, love, passion. These are not words. They are actually the things that need to be adapted. And again, a very, very important tip that I always give to people is get moving. Get moving. Get moving means, I told you that normally when I don't have a good day, I have that ruafza. I talk to another person. I have a phone call to my mother, with my sister, with anybody whom I think can just listen to me. Giving 30 minutes break to yourself, thinking that this is not the end of the journey, thinking that this is not the thing that will just finish everything. As the video told you, have that punching exercise, walk a bit, jog a bit, try to watch TV, try to listen music, try to be involved in something that will help you forget that thing and nurture some other feelings. That can be some any other feelings. Normally what we say that when somebody says that I have lost my brother, lost my mother, we normally say people to cry. Because crying is also a very, very good stress reliever. So if we say that you cry, people say men don't cry. No, let men also cry. Crying is not something which is negative. If you are crying due to some loss, cry it. Cry your loud out of it, cry your voice out of it, but try to overcome. Don't be a cry baby. Cry baby is an issue, but when you have a loss, crying can itself relieve your pressure, relieve your stress, but not many a times. It's not good to cry in front of somebody. It's better to cry alone. It's better to cry in front of someone who is a person who understands you. So it's better to adapt to the situations and get moving, because as I told you, problems cannot be so big that they cannot be controlled. And as I told you that there are many, many good solutions. Music, dancing out, taking your dog for a walk, going walk, because many of the women say that I have a good shopping, my stress is relieved. So that good shopping can be a shopping in terms of window shopping also, if you don't want to spend a lot of money. Normally people go up, down the stairs, the elevator to reduce their stress. Ping pong, any ping pong activity, any video game activity. Nowadays we have those mobiles in your hand. Browse that. Nowadays we have those Instagram reels. Browse those reels. Browse those Facebook. Try to do something which will forget you the thing that is causing stress, at least for some time, because that is the best burnout exercises. And that I told you, tip number 4, connect to others. We are lagging in this society a lot, because what I told you that 10 years, 15 years, when I passed out from my BTech, I had that very gullible society. We had those very good friends, but I can see my son also, that friendship nowadays, because we have those online classes also, and that bonding is not so much. So if this is not coming from your friend, it can be from your colleague, from your mother, from your father, from anybody who is a positive connect to you. Remember, a person who is a positive connect to you, very important. And it's important nowadays, you can have those face-to-face interaction, sometimes video calling, sometimes having going to the house of anybody who can be a stress reliever. It's important that you should have positive connect to people who make you feel understood, who make you feel safe. Very, very important in present scenario. And nowadays we are into the specification that we want to build a career, but we don't want to build those relationships. I think that's the very, very sad state of the society. And we have also seen this, that we want to build a career, we want to build our money making habits, but never taking any time to build our relationship. We are never reaching a colleague who is facing some problem. We are not volunteering. We are not going for lunch, those dinners. We are not going to our loved ones a regular check-in. Nowadays, not watching movies together, not having dinners together with our family, with our friends. Nowadays, we have those WhatsApp. Connect to your WhatsApp person, have a chat with them, a WhatsApp message, simply go for a walk. These things are very, very fruitful. As I told you, 10, 15 years back, the society was doing lot of work to building those relationships. Career was there, money was there, but relationships were there. So I think as old fashion of clothes is coming back, this old fashion of building relationships should also be there, should also be nurtured. At least half an hour, at least 30 minutes, at least 45 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes should be kept for building relationships. Any one of the relationship which is forgotten during your career making scenario, your family scenario, or your when you were thinking that I want to be with my family, with my friends. So it's important to understand that relationships are very, very important part of the society, and this we have already forgotten. Fun and relaxation. We are normally into the mode that we think that fun and relaxation are something which will be a wastage of time. Many of the people find very interesting making those videos, posting them out, getting those comments. Why not do it? As I tell you that it can be anything which is your journey. It can be anything which is your excitement. It can be anything which is your stress relieving exercise, your humor, your practice, your leisure time. It's important to understand that things that are making you happy is your own list. It cannot be matching with the list that other person have. It's important to understand that your to-do list is your list. It's important to understand that your relaxation exercises may be not the relaxation of exercises of others. So never compare. I think this comparison has brought a lot of stress in many of the people. So don't compare with anyone. Your life is best for you. And it's important to see people who are suffering, because then you will understand your worth, your issues. Then you'll find them very, very small. And nowadays we say that we are not getting time. I don't think so. Prioritizing is very, very important. And it's important to take small breaks. Normally we say, I'm not able to find time. I'm not spending time with my brother, with my son. But the thing is that we need to understand that it's important to specify that your time management, your prioritization is the goal. You normally say that I am not getting time because you haven't managed your time very cleanly. You are saying that I am not focused because you are overcommitting yourself. So understand that it's important to get breaks. It's important to have those healthy relationships. Because why we talk about those healthy relationships? Because normally we have that when you have healthy relationships with others, then you can delegate your responsibility to others, and others will have the cordial relationship with you also. When you are not helping anybody, you will know, because society is very, very harsh. Understand that if you are not a person who is a part of the society. Society will never be your part. And very important tip, healthy lifestyle. I don't say that going out, eating something junk is very bad, but not make it a habit. Junk food should not be a habit. Healthy food should be a habit. Some bits of pieces any day during that, when we say that we have a cheat day, when we say that we are partying, that's fine. Because if you are healthy, half of your stress is relieved yourself. If you are healthy, if you are relaxed in your mind, relaxed in your soul, and that could only be happen if you are maintaining balance and healthy lifestyle. And it's important to understand that taking those so heavy things in terms of some junk foods, and normally when we say that alcohols and cigarettes and drugs and these are the things, obviously they are stressing the mind. So it's important to understand that those good sleeps can be 100% stress reliever. Those healthy food, avoid those caffeine and very high calorie sugars. Remember that once a while, that's fine. If once a while you are eating those cakes or once a while, but making it a habit of eating very heavy diet every day, especially at night, and then getting up early in the morning and not feeling good in stomach, because not feeling good in stomach will have the whole effect in your body. So it's understand your body, understanding your stomach is very, very important. People feel, for example, when they go to a party, they think that taking everything because it is free of cost. You say that it's free of cost, we'll take everything, we'll eat everything. Next 2 days, you're not able to go to the office. Then the boss is not happy. Then you are taking those leaves. It's important to understand that your body, your soul need to be nurtured by yourself. It cannot be other people who will stopping you. Don't eat this. Don't take that. So it's very, very important that you understand your lifestyle better than anybody else. And another important thing is learn to relieve the stress at that particular moment. As I told you, that taking a deep breath, by hearing some good audio, some videos, and maybe coming and going down the stairs, taking a little nap, talking with your spouse, with your friend, having a chat, a WhatsApp chat, dragging down that social media. If something is not happening good in other places, just go through that social media content. Maybe that can be a stress reliever. But it's important that you need to understand your stress reliever. Very important, because these are some tips. It could be tip number 1, very helpful for me. Tip number 2 may not be helpful for me. So take the tips that could be very, very helpful. Out of those 8 tips, I can tell you everybody can have those 1 or 2 tips that can be very healthier, very effective for them. It cannot be that all the 8 tips are not working for you. So any one of the tips, any 2 of the tips can be adapted by yourself in order to alter, in order to accept. And those 4 A's were very, very important. And nowadays we have those workplace stress relief activities. We have, because nowadays people say that we have lot of stress at workplace. So we could have those individual, team and group and company activities. So let's see how we can check for that. Sometimes we have those stretching, those weightlifting, even in your, when you're talking about your, not only at your home, but during your workplace also, listening to some music, listening to some writing. I told you writing was a very, very healthier activity. And then we have the team building activities, normally in good companies and many of the companies where you have those stress relieving activities, those dance parties, physical meetings, online meetings, the cafe sessions. So If the work front is not doing it for you, do it for your 1 or 2, 3 colleagues. Make it a habit. Normally what we have done in our organization, we celebrate birthdays. So we find very, very happy that we have 4 or 5 people and we celebrate birthday. And almost every a month we have somebody's birthday and we have those relaxation time. And also we have good bonding with people, because when you wish somebody, that person also feels good, you also feel good. So the important thing is that you have very, very good bonding with people when you are connected in one or another way. And those fun races, nowadays we have those fun races and team sports and online and weekend barbecues and online competitions. So as I told you, if not adapted by the management, this can be some of your personal activities also that can be done in groups. And see, the birthday celebration is the first one. Birthday celebration, sometimes of counseling, training, sometimes of celebrations, anybody's giving sweets. Why not have a good bond? Because as I told you, that workforce or where you're going to work, it itself a family for you. Itself very, very important place for you where you are spending your 8 to 10 hours. So why don't have a healthy and a positive relationship at your work front? Let's check this video, how workplace could be also a better place.
Hi, in this video you will learn about 4 ways to cope with stress that would otherwise prevent you from accomplishing a lot. You usually feel stressed when the goals you have to achieve outgrow the resources present at your disposal. Such as a project's time frame and your current level of motivation. Being capacity, hence leaving you with little room for productivity. So here are 4 effective tips to help you cope with stress. Stop multitasking. A theory in psychology called the Zeigarnik effect states that your brain tends to remember incomplete tasks more than the complete ones. Accordingly, when you multitask, your mind will keep hammering you with the other incomplete tasks you are performing at the same time. So focus on just one task, and when done, start the other. Exercise. Doubtlessly, this tip perfectly works for anything, especially for stress management. You would be surprised if you knew how exercise works in each and every way to help your body systems work harmoniously and supply you with a dose of endorphins to make you more immune to stress afterwards. No matter how stuffed your work schedule is, find a way to squeeze exercise in. Think positively. Ever heard about NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming? It is a communication model that trains your mind to think in the most productive manner. For example, if you have a lot of work to do, you would perceive this as an exciting opportunity to challenge yourself and improve your time management skills. Drop perfectionism. Especially if you're of type A personality, it's easy to fall into the trap of perfectionism. While perfect doesn't exist, you will constantly feel stressed upon working relentlessly, but rarely feeling satisfied about the outcome. You'd argue that perfectionism brings out the best in you, but try being a high achiever instead. It's a healthier version of success. You can't avoid stress when running a business or handling a job, so it is time to consider dealing with it. With these techniques in mind, you will soon find yourself functioning productively, even under stressful situations. Soon you will impress yourself and become everybody's preferred work partner.
As you saw in this video, it's very, very important to understand that many a time multitasking and doing things and committing things could take you into the journey of that burnout and depression. So avoid doing that. What best you can do is it's more better than comparing with other people that they can multitask, why I could not. To understand your body, your structure, your working specification, and then take into consideration things that could be done. Smiling, I think this is the best solution. A simple smile can be ideas for best battles. Normally, we have forgotten this also. In the society, people don't smile. People laugh at others. This is the thing. Laughing at others is nowadays a very important thing that people have started doing that, but they're not smiling. Smiling is something very beautiful. Laughing at others, especially laughing at others, is very dangerous because that laugh can come back to you also. So it's better that you take your way into a positive smile than a negative laugh. Stretching is the best exercise, as this we were discussing in the previous slides also, that stretching is very, very important. Yoga, stretching, and like we offer namaz 5 times a day. So that is also a very, very healthy stress reliever. Connecting to God, connecting to your rituals, your journeys, your any kind of ritual that you are connected to. So that also help in blood circulation, and that also reduces stress. And as I told you, that diet, weightlifting, good sleep, reading, writing, simply a water break. Normally what happens that when you are not feeling well, you have that as I told you, that drinking ruah afza, tang, simply any kind of a liquid that will reduce the pressure inside your body, and it will give that stress relieving in your body. It's very, very important. Actually it works. It actually works, I can tell you that. Stress balls, nowadays these balls are coming, and people normally connect to those balls and squeeze them, and then they help in concentrating because they have some quotes written into it, and they help in the reduction of that stress levels very, very efficiently. Naps in Google, these kinds of naps are being provided even at the workforce, and taking a 90-minute nap. And normally we tell to our children also who are giving those exams that go and have a sleep. Once you sleep, you will be relieved with the tensions, and you will get up in more of healthier scenario. And remember that stress is not something very, very specific in terms of a habit, because when you are taking stress, your upcoming generation will take stress, and this journey will go on. So try to curb your stress so that the upcoming generation can curb their stress at very great levels. And these are some don't make it like if somebody get annoyed with that, but it can be done with somebody who is very sporty. So some small team activities, not always do this one only. Try to do some activities which are very sporting, some very healthy activities with your team. And as I told you, some kind of decaf sessions. And massaging nowadays is very, very healthier exercise, and the different types of massage helps in relaxations, help in losing that stiff muscles. And normally what happens is in the upcoming videos and upcoming session, I'll give you some massaging exercises. I'll be showing you some 5 minutes self massaging, head exercises, even your palm exercises that could be done in order to relieve your stress. These are some games that many of the companies and many of the people go for in order to relieve your stress, that can be also being taken into consideration. And fun runs, normally nowadays due to COVID, these are reduced, but many of the people beyond when 2020 didn't came, in 2019 we have so many races going on, and many of the organizations go with these races in order to even go for some collections for the needy, even stress reliever for their employees. So this is very, very helpful, and these are very, very effective things that can be done in order to relieve your stress. And celebrations, I think celebration is one of the things that should be nurtured. What we have done in a family, we are living in a family where my husband has those 3 brothers, and we are living in a family where we are all together. So normally everybody is busy because with their life. So every Saturday and Sunday we have those that we make dishes, and we go to a common place. So there is no stress in a person to giving party every day, and we have those combined dinners. We discuss, we talk. Every day having those parties can be stressful, but every Sunday or any Sunday, any Saturday, any day where you can talk about something that you can reduce your stress can be very, very, because it will help you give your time to connect with your family. So this can be very, very easily done. Celebrations are very, very important part of the society, and stress relieving exercises. and having those pets. Nowadays many of the people have those pets, and connecting with your pets are very stress relieving, which help you, make you calm. Remember, I don't have very strong connection with pets. For me, connecting with their pets can be stressful, but for many of the people I've seen, that connecting with the pets are very, very healthier, very, very stress reliever, and they become calm, they connect to them very easily. So it's very important that you understand your stress and your stress relieving tips. And it's important that you bring your sense to rescue, and you need to understand that what is affecting you most and what will be the best solution for yourself. And it's important to understand that your movement, your sight, your sound, your smell, your taste and touch, all senses need to be relaxed in order to relieve the stress which is inside your body. Your sight can be relaxed by seeing some beautiful video, some audio. Listening to that audio can be an audio relieving exercise. Watching some of the pictures which give good emotions to you. Then smelling good fragrances. Nowadays we have good fragrances at our homes that can also be a stress reliever. Some lighted candle being burned, some perfumes that could be very, very stress relievers. Then touching that warm blanket, as I told you, that pet dog, or normally holding your hand of a person who is relaxing for you. So that could also a very much stress relaxation for you. So that touch is also very, very important. Taste. Normally what I also prefer that when I'm stressful, I have some pastries. I like those cakes, ice creams. Not every day, but when I am stressed, I take that and I feel very relaxed. Some crunchy thing, some crunchy and munchy thing you can taste that give you good stress. And as I told you, those ruafzas and tangs, those liquid thing that can be reducing your blood pressure and your blood flowing, because due to the stress can be reduced also. So that can also be done. Movements, physical movements, stretching, short walk, and jumping down, those yoga exercises can be very, very, very healthy also, and stress relaxation also. Sound, listening to some very beautiful music, sometimes of your favorite tune, some uplifting music, some wind chimes, some piano ones, that could be a very, very healthy stress. I'll be playing something for you in the upcoming sessions, because we have 3 sessions. I'll be playing something for you. We'll be having those discussions. So these exercises are actually, you'll be feeling 5 minutes. I'll be taking you to the 5-minute journey, and you'll be feeling yourself that is actually practical. It's not only saying, but it is actually practical, that take you into the other world only. And taking a break from technology. Normally, what people sometimes, when you have those negative news, for example, when we had those COVID, and each and every day finding that these many have died, these many have affected. So try to take a break from technology. Go to a park. Go to like we have a terrace. So during the COVID-19, we were not going a lot of outside, so we went to the terrace, balcony. Even if you don't have a terrace or a balcony, going to the other room, one room to another room. As I told you that I like cooking, so going to the kitchen, making something healthier, making something nicer, yummy, could be a break from the technology. And it is a thing that need to be adapted at a very, very easier manner. Something that is your hobby, your relaxation exercise. Let's listen to this.
Healthy food and snacks. A Googler's health is his wealth too. Snacks and lunch are available free of cost. Food on the menu is changed on a daily basis, taking care of the employees' nutrition. Cafes serve organic and healthy food varieties. Benefits for your newborn. Employees who turn parents receive benefits of $500 for their baby's food and nutrition. So mummies need not worry as Google shows its responsibility too. Play games or with pets. Google awaits you with an array of entertainment at work. There is a swimming pool, a rock climbing wall, beach volleyball area, table tennis, video games, and the list goes on. If your pet is all alone at home, bring it to office and leave it at the pet's park. Laundry service and car wash. Google offers laundry services too. Dry cleaning and ironing is at the will of the employee. Free car wash service is an added advantage, and free oil change as well. Privacy and relaxation of ease. Private cabins are available for free to spend some quality time with your loved one. There are prayer rooms for all religions as well. There is also a facility of special massage chairs to relax your muscles, gymming and more. There is a gym with every possible facility for a Googler. Regular summer camps and marathons are also a part of the company's list for great employee experience. Parking facility with no worries. There are special parking areas with free chargers for electric cars. Underground parking service is also free of cost. Just dropping your car and the keys will reach your desk. Your personalized workplace. You can decorate your desk any way you want. Couches, bean bags, and comfortable chairs are available at its best. So just crash anywhere. You can practice your music skills in the music studio with electric guitars, drum sets, and amplifiers. Learn and update yourself. Sitting on your relaxation chair, you can learn foreign languages of ease for free. The mobile library at the office offers you with the latest books and magazines as you will enjoy your reading experience. Office meetings. The office premises also have a leather boat with seat belts on it, so a meeting can be held in the best of comforts. Friday meetings are held where any question can be thrown at senior management while sipping free beer and wine.
As I told you that since we have more sessions, let's have some chat with the participants. And I think we had so many questions. Yes, I am, ma'am. I am having water also because I was facing little bit because after Eid, when we had Eid, I had a lot of viral fever also. So my a little bit voice issue. Although I'm trying it hard, I am having that strepsils in my mouth. So I'm facing that issue. So I think, ma'am, we had some questions in the starting.
Yes,
we can take those.
Okay, ma'am. It is available there, ma'am. It is available.
Yes,
there.
I think Vijay ma'am was telling if I lose my job due to certain external factors, how to help my family. Sir, actually losing of the job and overthinking can be still itself a great stress. Why you are thinking that you will lose your job? And even if you lose your job, this is not the end of the journey. Remember that. It's never an end of the journey, because if you see many people, they lose their job and get a better one. Even if you not get a better one, you will get a one that will be sometimes. Maybe you will get after some time, or maybe you get after expectations are being specified that you need to understand. You need to specify that why overthink. If you say that you are losing your job and you are thinking that you will be losing your job and you will not be able to feed your family, as people, we are people who are salary based. We should think of the people who are earning daily, who are working. And during the lockdown, ma'am, actually when we think that I think the teaching fraternity was a fraternity who were there at home and they were getting the salaries also. We don't want to get into that issue that somebody were getting less salary or somebody were getting the, more salary, but at least you were getting something. And we are on to that particular situation that at least for food we can serve a family. But think of those people who are earning every day for food, not for luxuries, not for getting a good house. They are earning for food. So if you are in a good job, if you lose your job, this is not the end of the world. You can start something of your own. You can get a job you will earn something. It's important to understand that God has made job, and as I want to say that word rosy. Rosy is something that is given to us by God and not by individuals. If you have that hard work, if you are doing hard work, if you are doing justice for you in your work front, something will come into their way, even if something get lost. It is not like I have not faced this situation. Everybody, even me, my close people connected to me have faced this situation. But overthinking can sometimes be very, very dangerous. So it's important to understand that there are situations which will be sometimes negative, but in order to understand that, you have a family, that's very important. You have people who are supportive to you all. So connect with them. Your job, your money will not go anywhere, which is in your fate. Do the hard work and you will attain it. Maybe sometimes there will be period and ups and downs in life. Well, normally when we watch a show, if it is going very straight, we say that is a very straight show. This is doesn't have any ups and downs. So ups and downs are important part of our life, important part of everything. We should understand and try to overcome it. And Vinita ma'am, by duties are divided. This thing I cannot get. What are you want to say? And I cannot get that. Then career-wise, you don't get satisfactory job and salary. You are having high qualification and undeserving candidate get an appointed mere cause of Jack. Priyanka ma'am, these are some things that are happening into the society. But if you want to compare with everybody, let those things go. Those people who are getting because of Jack, let them get. But I can tell you, due to your hard work, maybe if you fail or not, I don't want to use that word fail. Maybe if you are not selected at one place, this is not the end. There are thousands of openings, there are thousands of situations where you can apply and think of the long race. You surely will get a good situation, and maybe when you are into something, try to get best out of it. Try to feel happy for that particular moment. Thinking that you haven't got something will create much more stress. Remember that if you think that you are deserving and you want to get something high, strive for that. If it is in your journey, if it is in part, you will get it. If you are striving for that, remember that thinking of others in terms of negative specification will increase the stress inside you. Remember that. It will not decrease, it will increase the stress inside you. So never compare your journey with other journeys. Workplace trauma is there, but it is important to understand that workplace is something that is your, again, a second part of life. So that trauma needs to be controlled. Now, how to control it? You everywhere in the workplace, you will have people who are connected to you. If not 10, it could be 1. Connect to that person. But remember that talking rubbish in the workplace can itself be a trauma. Normally what happens that people have the habit of talking rubbish at the workplace, and then they face those situations. Try to control what you are speaking, especially during that workplace, because maybe there are 10 people who will increase that what you have said and go to the people and tell other things. It's important to do your work, understand your situation, and avoid over speaking, especially at the workplace. It's important that you understand that who are with you and who are against you, especially in the workplace. So speaking ruthlessly it's important to understand that very, very good tip is to have cordial relations. As I told you, with your boss and with your workplace, don't be friends with everybody. You cannot be friends with everybody. So that trauma at the workplace can be reduced only if you think that you are working for your job. You are working for your earning. You are not working to please anybody. Remember that. Don't try to please anybody, because if you are putting that extra thing, you are not able to please somebody, then it will create another stress in your mind. So remember that the workplace trauma is something that can be relieved with your attentiveness, with your passion, with your understanding the workplace. Very, very important, because everybody have a different workplace, different environment. So you need to understand what are the ethics at your workplace. Understand, nurture, accept, adapt, alter. These are the things that you need to take into consideration. Inadequate authority to match the responsibility. As I told you, authority is something that you cannot change. Authority or boss is somebody you cannot change. So rather than every time cursing or every time finding negativity, try to find some positivity in yourself. And it's important to understand that if the person is a boss, maybe he have 100 negative things, there would be some one positive thing. Try to get that positive thing of that boss. There would be some one of the positive thing he or she must have. Try to understand that, because every time saying that he is wrong is not the solution. Maybe sometimes you are also wrong. So try and understand the situation. It's important that you understand the situation rather than saying that every time he or she is wrong. Maybe sometimes you could also be wrong. And I think anybody else want to speak up on something? I would like to hear. Anybody? If you want to write it, you can write it. You want to speak up, you can speak up. We have 10 minutes ending this session. Yes, Maitri, ma'am says, how to control overthinking. The best possible solution to control overthinking is avoiding. As I told you, taking some naps, taking some breaks. Normally what happens that if you have a bad day, if you have a bad situation, everybody have. So you keep on thinking that only. As I told you, that just walk, just see another video. Normally what happens that when you have something which is not under your control, what you do, you overthink, you start thinking negative, that I have done now this will happen, that will happen. No, let it be. What happens is best is to take a break. Now that break can be taken in terms of, as I told you, I normally take a Ruh Afza break. I go to my kitchen to make something. I walk into the balcony. I open some social media. I have a chat. But nowadays what happens that many of the people don't have a lot of time. So you can have a WhatsApp chat. I go to that Instagram and see those Instagram reels. I listen to some music. I watch my favorite movie clip. Nowadays we have that watching that. Try to lose that thought for some time. Once you lose that thought for some time, your overthinking itself will be reduced. Remember, losing that thought. Because when you keep on dragging towards that problem, then that problem itself will be bigger and biggest. So what you are doing, you are reducing that air into the balloon. You are not blowing that balloon too much. Try to reduce that air of that balloon and try to take a break. That break can be anything that is best for you. Sleeping, I think sleeping is the best break. Try to sleep. If you sleep for 10 minutes, you will forget that situation, that bad situation. crying can be a thing. I normally cry out. I normally shout out. When I shout, I think my stress is relieved. So that could also be done, but that is best judging what is best for you. I normally read my Quran. I normally go offer my namaz. So that is a best reliever for me. I talk to a phone with my husband, with my mother. That is a stress reliever for me. You need to find out a person who is a person who you can like say everything, anything and everything. That there should be one person in your life. It could be anybody. That you can explore everything, you can say anything, and that will not be a person who will judge something to you. Because a person who starts judging you will cause stress into your life. So that can be done. Maitri ma'am, you can try that out. Anybody else? Thank you, Titu sir. Then we have Priyanka. Yes, the second and third session has many of those exercises. I'll be taking you to some of the exercises, the 5-minute stress relieving exercises, stress relieving music. And we'll be having many practical, even listening to some of the music, some of the song that can be your best song. And what we have in the last, when we had the stress relieving session, one of the participants sang a song. So anybody who wants to sing a song here? Anybody? I think best stress reliever, singing a song. And why to be shy? Yes, Suhana. Why you are feeling shy? Especially in this online, we have that situation that we are not seeing anybody. So if anybody wants to speak up something, yes, anybody?
मैम क्या मैं गाना गा दूं?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मैम, बिल्कुल गाइए. We'll be
मैं
glad to
इसमें
hear
अच्छी
you.
गाता नहीं हूँ, तो फिर भी कोशिश करूंगी.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
मुझे
मैम
पहले
पहले सुहाना मैम, मैं आपसे थोड़ा सा, आई जस्ट वांट टू कनेक्ट टू यू. व्हाट यू डू मैम?
मैम मैं assistant professor, I'm working as an assistant professor at Sona College of Technology. Ma'am, I'm from Salem, Tamil Nadu. I was 10 years of experience.